Hey y'all, long time no talk. You know what I mean? It's your boy, the Renegade Enigma. You know, I don't sit here and do videos where I sit here and talk. I let the game talk for itself. But I figured in this video, it's a special occasion because it has been confirmed we are getting Mortal Kombat 12. Not only that, but we're getting it this year, 2023. So I figured, come on, let me do a video talking about this. The funny part about it though, it's kind of been leaked. No, not by a hacker or anything crazy like that like before. It actually was leaked slash confirmed by WBD, that's Warner Brothers Discovery, themselves. But yeah, let me get into it, right? So they had a earnings call with a guy there, and to my knowledge it's not known, we know, like Ed Boon or anybody that works in NetherRealm. It was a guy who worked for WB. Obviously he was talking about the earnings call, the earnings and all that for WB, like I said. And they were talking about a game that either is out now or slated to come out soon, that being Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. Now, me personally, I'm not into the game. It looked alright, but you know, I didn't really care. And if you feel the same way as me, you probably didn't bat an eye at this. But in the same breath, this man says also the highly anticipated Mortal Kombat 12, and it comes out this year. Now, y'all know how YouTube is and whatnot, so I'm not gonna put the clip in this video. You know, you probably have to search for it yourself and all that on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's out there. But yeah, what I will do is in the description below, I'll put a link to IGN where they talk about the situation if you want to read about it more in detail. But yeah, like I'm like really freaking excited, you know, just like every other Mortal Kombat fan and all that. But yeah, you're looking at the video, why is it so long? It's not me ranting or getting hype about Mortal Kombat 12 coming out. I figured you could get that from anybody else here that covers Mortal Kombat. What I wanted to do is give you who I think is going to be on the roster for Mortal Kombat 12. And we're going to do these in sections, so here we go. We're going to start off with the main characters, meaning the in-game characters, no DLC or anybody like that. You know, like the people who are going to be on the disc when you get the game. Now, obviously, NetherRealm has their favorites just like we all do, and 9 out of 10 they come from Mortal Kombat 1 through Trilogy. These will 9 out of 10 obviously be in the game, you know. And I put some from Mortal Kombat X and 11 too. So here we go. So obviously we have the ninjas: Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, Ermac, Noob Sabat, Smoke. Notice it's human Smoke. Then we'll have the female ninjas: Katana, Melina, Jade, and Scarlet. And then we'll have the cyber ninjas, that being Cyrax and Sector. However, and maybe this is just me, I would like Cyrax to be human in this one. Because in Mortal Kombat 9, human Cyrax was pretty dope in my honest opinion. Maybe reinvent Sector and have him half human and half cyborg, and you know, you could play with that idea. Anyway, continuing on, obviously you'll have Raiden, Shang Tsung, Nightwolf, Kung Lao, Kano, Johnny Cage, Kabal, Baraka, Tanya, Fujin, Cassie Cage. For kicks I put in Tremor, and then you have Takeda. He missed out on Mortal Kombat 11 because his wife, girlfriend, whatever the story is, hopefully we get that covered in this game, was in the last game, that being Jackie Briggs. So he wasn't in the last one, she's not going to be in this one. So, you know, he'll cover this like game. And then rounding off the returning characters from Mortal Kombat 1 through Trilogy / X and 11, you have the Collector. Doesn't have to necessarily be the Collector, but it could be someone from that race, you know, someone who plays similar to him. And Devora. Again, same thing. Doesn't have to be her necessarily. It could be someone from her race that plays similarly. Now, on the disc, these are the characters who I want to return from other games in the Mortal Kombat franchise, who I believe has not got as much love that they should have and all that. And we're going to start off with Natara. Natara debuted in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, that's Mortal Kombat 5. And she was a vampire character. To me, she was really cool. So, put her in. Then you have Ashura. Now you look at Ashura and on paper, she looks like a female Raiden. But her story was like completely different. You know, if you played through Mortal Kombat, Deception, and so on and so forth. So, you know, with that story, I believe we could have done something real good with her. continue her on. So I just guess bring her back, tweak her look a little, and you're fine. Then we have Darius. Personally, I really enjoy Darius. Darius was in Mortal Kombat Deception. After him, I would say Draman. Draman was a Oni character who debuted, I believe, in Mortal Kombat Deception. You know, either Deception or Deadly Alliance, one of them, but like, he was a unique character. He was a demon from the Nether Realm, Oni, if you will. Like, he had a cool mask and like a hammer type weapon on his hand, so, you know, bring him back. Then you have a character that was like heavily implied to be returning in Mortal Kombat 11 as DLC, but that never went down. And like, he's a fan favorite, like everybody wants him back, that being Havoc. Again, change him up a bit, make him like more badass, even though he was a badass before. And yeah, you have a great character there. Next you have, I believe he's a member of the White Lotus. At one point it was like hinted that they wanted him to replace Liu Kang as the next champion. They tried that multiple times with different characters, but never worked. But with him, I think it would have worked. Especially with his Armageddon look. Like, he looked dope in that game. Maybe you could update it, make it look way better in the next game. But the character I'm talking about is Kai. Because notice in the returning characters, I did not say Liu Kang. So, you know, personally, no offense to anybody who's a fan of Liu Kang, I'm tired of Liu Kang. He's like status quo, the like ultimate hero, the goody, whatever. You know what I mean? I was a fan of his when he was the bad guy. That was cool to me, you know, but I'm tired of him, you know. Like, it was cool when Johnny Cage was going to be the leader, or the hero, rather. But Liu Kang as like the star in every game, that's not for me. So have Kai be the star of this one. Especially if they go with the one ending from Mortal Kombat 11, where Shang Tsung actually killed Liu Kang, or rather Fire God Liu Kang, and we get this whole messed up future where Shang Tsung is actually ruling the world. So you can have Kai as like probably the leader of the rebellion or whatever that will go against Shang Tsung and all that. So there you go. After that, another cool character I would like to come back is Kira. Kira was in Mortal Kombat Deception, and she was a member of the new Black Dragon clan. She kinda played like Kano and Sonya Blade, so she was kinda a combination of them too. That to me was really cool, unique, so they could play with that. Then another cool character that you could add from the past is Li Mei. She debuted in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, and you know, she was a good guy originally, but then in Mortal Kombat Deception, she joined forces with Onaga, the Dragon King. And then if you put her in, you could actually introduce Onaga again into this new timeline of Mortal Kombat, or new universe, whatever they're gonna call it now. Then you have Malvado. Like, I don't know, like, what is it about Malvado? Like, he ain't that special, but I really enjoyed him. So, you know, he had the hook sword that he stole from Cabal. Give him a different weapon, you're good. You know, change that storyline. Still have him be a red dragon and all that, and like, you have a good character. And finally, from the main characters, or on disc characters, whatever you want to call it, you had to return in Raiko. And Raiko is a fan favorite, like everybody loved him, except from that last movie. You know, he was kind of like crap in that last movie, but that's no here nor there. But yeah, add Raiko, like that would be badass in my opinion. So those are all the characters that are on the disc. You know, the main characters, if you will, like I said earlier. But I'm not done. Because you know how modern gaming is, you know, there's always DLC characters. And NetherRealm Studios is not immune to this. They do this too. So now I'm going to give you all the DLC characters I think should be in the game. These first few are like ones I'm kind of tired of being in the main game. So I put them as DLC, you know, because I know they have their fans, but I figure you like them so much, pay for them, you know, because I personally don't want them in the game. I don't want them in the story. Starting off with the character I said earlier I did not like. I don't like him being the star of the game and whatnot. that being Liu Kang. It could be any version of Liu Kang. It could be, you know, the goody two shoes Liu Kang. It could be Fire God Liu Kang. It could be even the one that I like, the evil Liu Kang. It could be zombie Liu Kang for all I care. But this man is going to be DLC because I don't want him in the main game. Next, I feel that we should put Sonya in DLC because in the last game she died and all that. So, and I know what you're going to say. You're probably going to comment, but Rennie, death doesn't mean anything in Mortal Kombat. I know, but just make her come back in the next game. Have her be DLC in this one. DLC really doesn't matter all that much. Next is going to be Jax, or Jackson Briggs, whatever you want to call him. And I don't know, man, like, I like Jax, but past couple games, like, he's been really, like, sad and all that, like, his PTSD, or whatever the hell they were going with all this, his depression. Like, he went with the bad guys at one point in Mortal Kombat 11, he retired in Mortal Kombat X, came back, like, yeah, this story was all over the place. He became a zombie, you know, so storyline wise, let the man rest. They could bring him back later on and whatnot once he's like better, because I do believe they're scratching the Jackie storyline, so that's not going to be a thing. So they're probably going to make Jax better, like reboot him if you will. But for now, as I said, DLC. Next is actually one of my favorite characters and all that, because I love his fatalities, especially in the last game. So in my honest opinion, make Kung Lao DLC. Nothing more really I got to say about that, but yeah, Kung Lao as DLC. Next, we're gonna have Kenshi as DLC. Apparently in Mortal Kombat 11, he's dead too. Again, probably doesn't matter. We don't know 100% that that's him because we didn't see him actually like die and all that. It probably was just someone with his sword and the bandana and all that. It could be written off later that he faked his death or something, so we don't know. But have him be DLC. Another character that should be DLC is Quan Chi. Cause yeah, Scorpion murked the hell out of him, so like yeah, he's out of here. If I'm not mistaken, he got killed in Mortal Kombat X, so yeah, leave him for DLC and all that. It's not the first time he died anyway, so big deal. Like, yeah, leave him in as DLC. Next, a character that should have been in Mortal Kombat 11. Like, she had a model and all that. She was an NPC. At least I think it was Mortal Kombat 11. It was Mortal Kombat 11 or X. Anyhow, she was in there, new model, and I'm talking about Serena. Serena debuted in Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero. Basically, it was an action-adventure game. Not the greatest game if you ask me. Maybe some people enjoyed it. A lot of people gave it a low rating and did not enjoy this game. But the character itself was good. Like, they put her in Mortal Kombat Armageddon as a fighter. Again, that game wasn't the greatest game, but yeah, like, Serena should get her respect and be put in this game. Next, they should put this character in the game because like he's a fan favorite and a lot of people I see love this character and he's like really unique. Like, he's the first gunslinging character, and you know who that is as soon as I said gunslinging, and that is Aaron Black. So put Aaron Black in the game. The next character that you should put as DLC, and he was playable in the last game, but he's kind of like pushed to like a sub-boss and all that, really powerful. He controlled time. I said time, so you know who I'm talking about. Put Geras in the game. So okay, the next two characters, and I said two, yes. There'll be a tag team, similar to what they had in Mortal Kombat X, Farah and Tor. You know, those two characters. And actually, back in the day, they had Noob Smoke. Noob Sabat and Smoke were a tag team too. These two debuted in Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero along with Serena. And actually these are Serena's sisters. Once again, I never played these games, but they look really unique. So like I kind of want them in the game. They probably like make them badass. I believe their names are pronounced Kia and Jataka. Put these girls in the game as a tag team. You could like switch them out like you did like Noob Smoke, or you could have them both on screen like you did Farah. Next character I would like as DLC because he just simply looked badass and all that. Character wise, he was kind of weak, you know, like not enough character development, so they could work on that. You have from the Order Realm, Hotoru, and he could be a kind of a rival to Havoc, because you know he's from the Order Realm and Havoc is from Chaos Realm. So, you know, like, they never toyed around with that, but you could have them as rivals. And finally, as part of the DLC, you could have the female Chameleon. I don't know why, there was always something intriguing about this character. Probably the fact that she could use every female character's moves, and the fact that they kind of hinted at her being part of Reptile's race in Mortal Kombat Armageddon. So, you know, put her in it in that way. I don't know. Don't have your boy be all lonely and all that, being Reptile. You know, have him have like a partner. But wouldn't matter because like she's DLC. So there you go. And yeah, those are all the DLC characters. But yet again, I'm not done because we have the on disc characters, which are mostly all returning characters if you really think about it one way or another. You have the DLC characters, which again are returning characters one way or another. But I haven't said anything about new characters. Now, the way I'm gonna like do this is I'm gonna pick a character that had potential in Mortal Kombat, like had cool moves, cool story, what have you. But I believe that, you know, NetherRealm should redo these characters as brand new characters, not the same character. So we're gonna do that. So if you're looking at the screen right now, you see a picture of Smoke and you're probably thinking, what character concept could I think of for Smoke? And yeah, nothing really, because NetherRealm has already done that. Because if we go by Mortal Kombat 9's Smoke's ending, we find out that Smoke is possessed by some demon. And apparently the demon's name is Animra. Furthermore, during the MKX story mode, when the heroes confront Smoke as a revenant, zombie, whatever you want to call it, for real it's a zombie if you really think about it, he says, and I quote, "I am not Smoke, I am Animra." So why not have Smoke as one character and Animra as a separate character? And yeah, we have a brand new character right there, Animra. Next you're looking at your screen and you see Chameleon, the male Chameleon at that. And you're asking yourself, what can we possibly do here? Now, there's a caveat here. This is not going to be a brand new character per se. I mentioned earlier Onaga, the Dragon King. He was a boss in Mortal Kombat Deception. And his storyline was that he was the former emperor of Outworld before his advisor, Shao Kahn, betrayed him and took over. And if you go by the story mode in Mortal Kombat Deception, well, you know that Onaga took over Reptile's body and Reptile was the vessel of Onaga. So instead of having Reptile be the vessel of Onaga, how about we have Chameleon be the vessel of Onaga? Like I said, this is a caveat, not technically a new character, but a new form of a character. So there you go, you have Chameleon as the new Onaga. So now you're looking at your screen and you see Goro, Kintaro, and Shiva. Simply put, I want a new Shao Kahn, however you pronounce their race. The half-dragon, half-human race that lives in the Outworld. Just give us a brand new one, that would be pretty cool. Now you see Shinjinko from Mortal Kombat Deception on your screen. Now if you remember Shinjinko, he was more or less a copycat character where in his conquest mode, because he was the leading character in Mortal Kombat Deception, he kind of copied moves because like got trained by characters. For example, he would do Scorpion Spear. So where I'm getting at here is, instead of making it such a big deal, just have a flat out copycat character that doesn't matter. Similar to a character they had in Mortal Kombat 4 that eventually became their own character, that being Meat. Or more popular character from another game franchise, Mokujin. Also, and I do believe, comment down below and correct me if I'm wrong, there's a similar character to this that copies your moves in the Soul Calibur franchise called the Soul Master. So every game has a similar character with this characteristic. So just make a brand new type Shinjinko type character and, you know, don't put him in no story modes or nothing like that, just have him be a copycat. And finally, I threw in Taven from Mortal Kombat Armageddon because, like, in the case that we don't get Kai like I wanted as the new lead, or anybody else on the roster as the new lead, just make a brand new character as the new lead. But for God's sakes, try to do a better job at this, because Taven was not a good character. But yeah, y'all, that's kind of sort of my list for Mortal Kombat 12. I say kind of sort of because if I had it my way, we just recently had the 30-year anniversary of Mortal Kombat, and to me, this game should have every single character similar to Armageddon. We have stronger consoles this time around, with your PS5s and the Xbox series of consoles, much stronger PCs, so they could do a way better job at a Armageddon type game and put everybody in there. And if that is the case, please no create a fatality like you did in the last game, the Armageddon. Like, that was horrible. That to me ruined the whole game. But yeah, y'all, comment down below and tell me what you think of my list. Comment down below and tell me your list. And if you like this video, give it a like. Subscribe, because we're going to do a lot of Mortal Kombat content on this channel. Share this with any of your friends that you think would like this. And I haven't said this in a long time because I haven't spoken in my videos. But until next time, y'all, peace.